Imam's Story. Part 1. The Imam was 7 years old, a poor, unhappy boy. It's simple. During his labor, due to the wrong position of the fetus or the inexperience of the doctors, or perhaps due to their negligence, a mistake was made, as a result of which the boy was born disabled. With normal strong legs, he simply could not walk, as it was unbearably painful to walk. The parents were very dissatisfied with their son. He was giving them a lot of trouble and difficulties. They would have surrendered their boy to a boarding school long ago, but there was very little money in the family, only the father worked. They too educated African American took mostly only physically hard work and paid pennies for it. And they paid a good allowance for the boy's upkeep. And the parents, gritting their teeth, kept the little invalid in the house. Finally, the boy's father managed to get a good job as an office driver and soon left the family. He was looked after by some rich boss. Anna was left alone with her son. She thought that because of his illness she could not find a good job, as the child needed constant care and she had no decent education. In fact, there were many such single women with minimal education, looking for some kind of part-time work. If it weren't for welfare and food stamps, she would have broken up with her annoying son long ago. For some reason, he was always hungry, and walking with him in his old, crumbling wheelchair down the street was a torment. This time Anna found a way forward. While typing a text message to her friend, the kid was spinning the wheels of his ticket from behind. Suddenly there was a scream. The woman turned around. This unbearable child had again plowed sideways along with the stroller, she thought. He couldn't get to the curb, you see. Now he's floundering on the grass, trying to get out of the stroller that had fallen off the top of the stroller, and pulling his arms toward her. And it will always be like this. Suddenly the woman thought and suddenly turned around and walked forward alone. She decided to change her life completely. There should be no place in it for an invalid. The boy struggled to get out from under the stroller. He was sobbing and calling for his mom. This heartbreaking picture was seen by a man driving along the yard path in a luxury car. He was already all gray-haired, though not really that old. Jason was shocked. There was a little African American boy floundering on the grass, presented with a wheelchair, and there wasn't a soul around. The man jumped out of the car and tried to calm the little boy. He was crying and calling for his mom. What he said was unbelievable. The mother had just walked away, leaving her disabled son on the sidewalk. Jason put the boy in the car seat, then put the stroller in the trunk. The man didn't want to scare the boy, so he said, "Honey, let's look for your mom. Maybe she's lost somewhere." The boy stopped crying and they drove off. Soon he calmed down. When they arrived at Jason's big, beautiful house, the boy looked at it with interest. "You know, while your mom is still missing, you can stay with me. I have a big house. You'll like it." "I will. My name's Jason." "And you and your mom?" "Well, we've met." The man carried the boy in his arms and carried him into the large, bright room to the couch. The good-natured cook clapped her hands together and said she would be sure to bake the boy a nice robe. Lushkov. Days stretched after days, weeks after weeks. The man bought the boy a child's wheelchair and taught him how to operate it. It was electric, and all he had to do was learn to press a few buttons. The boy quickly got the hang of it. Imam loved his new home. He came to love Jason as his real father. After a couple of months, the man came in very happy and showed the boy a folder with a bunch of folded sheets. You know what it says here? To be continued. Subscribe so you don't miss it.